Isa man yun.
Jadi, pwede,
I lost
pwede,
my words.
Pwede
I
mga
lost...
master skill. Hindi magatin.
Si Jan oh. Bantay lagi gula ni Rome lagi.
Mag-usap
Ito, nawag
ko.
siya,
Say,
da.
ko na to, pang skill, tani.
Kasi ron sa ganito.
I know I pray much too
Renata
much. How could you say the
Huwag po this game bag. O, ba't?
things
Agay.
she loves?
Denta, maglagay. Palihog lang man. Lagi ko lagi.
I know you love it and you should
Ay, Master
be.
Yi! Master
Wap.
Yi!
Woohoo! Oh yeah! Yeah, may scaling. Di ka mag-ignite yan? Mag-isa ko eh.
Ikaw, gusto ka mag-heal ka? Pinuro kong mag-net.
Ignite. Sa tapusi.
Ikaw, mag-heal ka?
Ay, mag-heal na yan. Ayaw.
Mag-heal na boy, atay ka. Kapoy kayo. Kung matay hiloy. Mga matay na tayo, pakyo ka. Hilog na.
Di magdugay.
Balo ka, Ted. Kung matay hill, Ted. Kita meron mo first blood. Kamalay ka. Mungguloy, chika na. Renata Glass. Yay. Itunta mo Renata. Ang ay.
Itlog, pengi ako ng number ni Wish. Sige.
Back when I was a child.
My father left me. My father left me. My father left me. My father left me.
Ano yun pa, boys?
And then with my papa, wa na siya balik. Hiningaw na ko niya.
Musta? Dagtan niya.
Ito na siya o Canada. Siya uli.
Wala tin. Ilan na to si Tin. Ikaw, wala pa ka tin.
Ala Justin. Gamay utin. Kabalo nata. Aunsa ang resulta.
Shots fired,
Mo
Wala,
ato
ugatin.
ka o Canada.
Upo kasi.
Mo trabaho ka. Yung ka sa imong papa.
Salamat.
Wala ka jugatin.
Wala pa. Sana.
Agagay.
Kanus
That's pain.
ako. Tatagag email.
Ah,
Murag
si Peter ni Spillay.
Alam na.
If lahi na email imong madawat Tin. Pagtuon nga Canada, patrabahoon.
No. Ano?
No, a symbol. Igna yan, bisakol.
Ala. Taga ba yun?
Anaran na.
Kapoy siya.
Tagapay.
Ay, Bisaya po sila, oh.
Happy yan.
Ay, Bisaya, no?
Wala
Tagabukid.
tahon kita sa boot ah.
If I could give another chance, another book, another dance,
Apoy sa
Oh.
autosunod.
I play a song.
Halo,
I
yan.
never
Nanay.
Ever and I will love.
So
Timingan din.
when I was
Mga taga-liga na
17,
sila.
18,
Alo, yak ng Diyos.
I decided that I needed to get away from my family,
I-search din
and I
nila.
just moved to
I
Canada.
delay.
Tapos taga-
After about a decade of being up here, like, Now my
Oh.
citizenship has like
Dili, taga-sour naman yung kontra.
they've accepted my
Ay.
application, but
Ay,
they
ay.
haven't confirmed whether I'm made or not. So
Ay.
until I get accepted or not, is when I will go to the doctor. But
Damay,
that's what
gigilan.
I do.
I would definitely recommend that you go see a doctor and just get especially your nasal stuff checked out.
Di ba na adik ron
Yeah, I agree.
But in terms of meditation, so like it seems to me like you actually
Tas yung
would
kauban,
do
gisang
well
palat.
with something called the Pratyahara technique. So Pratyahara
Burot
means
ka ng palut.
sensory withdrawal. So like essentially most of the speed of the flow of our thoughts is affected by our senses. So the more that our sensory energy is dispersed, the more chaotic our mind will be. So if you kind of think about like a light bulb that is shining light in like 1,000 directions versus a flashlight which is like shining it in one direction with some mirrors versus like a laser beam which is like highly concentrated. So like the process of getting
They
our
were speak-
mind from being diffused and all over the place, this also has to do with things like motivation, for example. Because if you think about someone who's not motivated, the reason it's not that they're not motivated, it's that their motivational energy is diffused in 1,000 directions. And we call that not motivated. So instead, if we think about, we have a certain amount of cognitive energy that when dispersed over 1,000 directions, we call motivation. A lack of motivation.
Grabe ho.
And then as we concentrate the energy of our mind, as we turn from a light
Ah,
bulb to a
nag-start ang
flashlight, and then ultimately from a flashlight to a laser beam. So if we talk,
Shit.
if we think about like
Yan kabalo.
casual LoL players versus pro players, they both actually may play for 10 hours a day.
Ay, di ba, yo?
What's the difference? It has to do with their focus.
Right.
So the fact that you sort of like the technique that you talk about in terms of the listening to the water trickle is actually like a pratyahara technique. Because it sounds like what you do is you put your attention on one thing and it blocks out all of
Ay,
the other
nili na
things.
yung buwatin namin ako range na.
And then as you block out all of the other stuff, your mind kind of gets cleaned out, and then you can engage in some really like fruitful contemplation. Does that make sense?
Yes, it
Arong
does.
sulong ko.
So what I would recommend to you, also because breathing is hard, is a pratyahara technique that's
Linis.
probably based on sound.
kaya-
So what I would ask you to do in terms of like a meditation is to
Intindihan sa
concentrate on a particular sound.
Boom.
How do you feel about that?
Push.
That sounds fantastic. If there's something that I can do to kind of calm my mind down, that sounds like a great thing that I would like to
Bok mo
do.
lang, bok, bok,
So
bok.
when you wear headphones and no one is talking, what do you hear?
Rush.
It feels like
Hindi na
somebody
itong
is
dula.
muffling
Despito ta.
my ears with like cotton balls.
Okay.
Okay.
And so
Magbuhat na.
if the sound from the outside is muffled out, can you hear sounds from within your
Hindi, man.
body more clearly?
Oh,
Banta sa iya.
Sound from
Na, Dre?
that is blocked out. Can I hear
Black yan.
Ni Niuli agora to pero basin lang.
I would say yes.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is sit up straight.
lagot
Okay.
pa ganito, Dre.
Back straight. Okay.
Okay.
And now
Wag
what
na
I'm
guni
gonna
yung
ask you to
Mr.
do
Hidri,
is
wag
close your
gara-gara man.
eyes.
Pagayumi na lang ko na.
Gamahay naman lagi ka dyan.
The first thing that I want you to notice is the
Anong
sound
malaya,
of
bago
your
pag
breath.
Adri na
bahay
sa
pa.
na nago diri.
Lagi na Dre, gara-gara man.
May pagayumi na lang kayan kay para maigo ra sa spam guys. Tinira.
Hindi oh.
Oo, gara-gara.
Just concentrate on that sound for a second. Try to detect as much as you can.
Ayapol
Sort of
yan.
notice the
Uy.
pitch.
Nice ka yan.
Ikaw tang tira.
Sino yung lato
Now
na?
what I want you to do is listen for the sound of your heart.
Dili motor galato-lato yo.
Tiyaw na. Muli din ko eh.
Dano. 35 seconds.
Or even feel it, if that's easier.
Shit.
Focus on the scripts ha.
Are you
I
able to
guess
find
you
something?
got lost.
Yeah.
Tell me what you
Focus on the
found.
scripts gani ha. Nakauli nang tatag safety.
Oh, nako shit. Yari.
Ano lang.
I noticed that I'm not
Ano
thinking
lang.
about literally
Ah, basta dira bot lane bantay.
Ikabla ka.
I
Wala
hate the
sakit.
fact that I'm a mouth breather. I know
Remember
that.
the Lord?
Wish I could breathe myself.
Nanapod ay, nanapod.
Yeah, and
Kaya mo ba yung Justin?
heartbeat.
Pati kaya ko yung mag-front.
Magani, buwang may ganun pagkalasan.
I used to.
Ilang taon na tayo,
I
ganchawan.
always thought it was super loud
Okay,
and
good.
powerful, but it's actually quite.
Remember the Lord?
Si Lux may
There was
nag
something.
Okay, so
Dili tama ko
listen.
mo.
Dagon sila eh.
Mag-aggressive.
Paano ko yung blue?
Ayo. Wala yung mid.
Lagi, dragon gina sila.
Dali, ulit yung mid eh.
Di, naman ko yung crab diri god. Dragon na siya.
Come on, Justin.
The other thing that I
Kailan
want you
kang
to
pan- kailan kang
appreciate,
nuts?
John,
Kaya na
is
F.
that all heartbeats are by definition
Kanan, kay kung
co-op.
Just wanna
Justin
feel
is-
the rhythm.
Can you hear the co-opness of your heartbeat?
Sakit.
Is it like
So kunta, ready to war now.
Can you hear that?
Wala po eh.
Palagot yung minay ko daw ang top speed.
Nas kayan.
Telling me that I know that it's gonna sound like that, or if I am hearing it, it's very hard to differentiate.
Okay, good. So that means you're doing the practice right. So
AFK ang i.
meditation is about evolving your subtle awareness. And this is what
Wala
I will
pinigyan
tell
niya yung dragon lagi.
when you can securely
Pablo
and
ko rin yung joke.
confidently
Dali.
Buwa nung tiyawa.
feel the
Dungog
co-opness
di
of
mo.
the heartbeat, your relationships
Pati,
will
uy,
improve.
kani. Kani. Huwag na.
Salamat,
Right now,
Ben.
all you hear is
Yes,
one sound.
I think
You know there should be
the
two.
final question.
But
Yes,
as
try.
you get
Can
better
play,
at this
will play,
practice
will
and as
play.
you hear both parts of the sound, as you start to hear the dance,
Well played.
as you start to
Oh,
hear
Importante to is...
the duality of
Ah,
it,
yes.
The
I-push ni.
final curtain.
Nice beat.
as you
Nice beat.
sit
Para
with
mawala
that
sa dad.
kind of, I know we're talking about like understanding
Ay,
language
relax,
now,
relax,
so it's
relax.
gonna be
Ma'am,
abstract and
contest na
cannot
po
be
na ako ah.
transmitted. It's not something I can teach you, but it's only
Relax, relax.
something that can only be understood.
Yes.
Ah, check daw,
As
check daw,
you
check daw,
listen
check daw.
for it,
Ano lang
you
eh,
do
paano
this
na ako yung
practice
blue?
for a while and you begin to actually be
Why
able
not?
to hear
Why
the
not?
concert of two sounds,
Proteins.
your relationships will start to get better as well.
Iske na.
Ano man siya? Ano yung gibuhat man?
What
So
was
listen.
the part again?
Kung siya gakuan siya dre.
It's a
Lalalala.
pratyahara practice. So pratyahara means
Oh,
sensory
akala kong
deprivation,
filter na
or
bullshit.
sensory withdrawal. It's a class of practices. I don't know that this particular practice has a name because I sort of made it up.
Maray boy. Ayun na boy.
Tuwal. Bukol kag nila.
Right, so there are a couple of different levels on which this practice
Right.
works. It's also has to do with the
Tawagan na.
Anahata chakra. So
Dahil
the Anahata chakra is the heart chakra. And generally speaking, people
So
who have
we
trouble
take
with like
that.
compassion and things like
The
that,
final
doing heart-oriented
curtain.
practices
The
seems to work.
Ay, Lux dre.
There's another set of practices
Gusto
which are
ni sila?
specifically geared towards
Garage
improving
na sila.
relationships, but I think that
Pero gapundo
you
na
don't
gina
actually
rom.
need to improve relationships. This is like more internal.
Oh,
You need
kapondo
to
na
be
no?
able to see the other
Ah,
person's
salamat.
relationship. And right now, it's almost like iconic that when you do this
Okay,
practice,
bots.
you know what should be there, but you can only see one dimension of it.
Patay ko ba?
And so you need to be able to see both of those, and that this practice will help you subtly detect that. Okay? Any last?
Negosyo.
Oh yeah, my bad about my cat sending you messages right now. She was sitting on the keyboard while my
Oh,
eyes.
Top geek ka nung yigi. Kuwang crack.
It's fine.
Okay.
Any
Punta ka na ba,
last
Patitin?
thoughts or questions before we wrap
Can
up
we
Mag-drop
for
yung
today?
tanah ko dira.
I've
Pagbalik
figured
na.
out now a lot better.
Pagbalik na lang mo ko i-drop eh.
I think-
Get this sa posted.
I want to be able to absorb all
So I
this
feel...
before I try to take on anything else.
Final
I think I'm
curtain.
absolutely great.
Okay, fantastic. I'm really happy to hear that. That's why we're here. So thanks for coming today. Do you want to just tell people a little bit about where they
Barog
can
mga
find
di.
you if
Oh,
they're
nila po Lux
interested
Drew.
in watching your streams and stuff?
Ah, gaturol na dyan. Hawa yan.
Just twitch.tv/tech.
TCTO any, right? And you, it sounds like you do mostly gaming
Now
and like
gagakuan am ginaw.
particular games or mostly
Well,
Genshin
keyword,
Impact or what?
Hindi
I
ba tubot?
do variety. I do
Nakakubot.
sketch, and mainly it's just
Patayan mo.
building my chat. Try to make sure my chat.
Patay ka.
A lot of checks
Patay
in
ka.
chats and try to listen to their problems and see if I can get any advice.
Na!
That's what I try to do.
Huwag na ako bot.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming and good luck with everything. You know, be careful about the self-judgment. Be patient. And make space for other people, man. You're lifting too much for too long.
Yeah.
Sige.
In a lot of aspects of life. Hopefully
Sounds
that'll
good.
get better. Yeah.
All right, take care, man.
You too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hindi na lang ako i-drop eh.
To be able to surrender
Push, push,
and to be able
push,
to,
push.
like, really
Ipa-charge
put yourself
lang.
at the mercy of something else. That's the ultimate
Charge
form
lang,
of being
kamo
in
ni bala.
control, because like that's where you do have no control.
It's not the ultimate form of being in control. It's
Buksan, buksan.
transcending the axis of control and not control. It's saying that so be it. And if this person
Nah.
wants to dislike me,
Oh no.
if this person wants to judge me for this, they can judge me. Even if they say things that hurt me, it will hurt. So be it. I do not need the avoidance of hurt to be able to control my life.
So
So
wala
this is
ka
why
Juan?
when we use this term moksha, which
Nakachas
is
man.
Sanskrit for enlightenment, it is translated as both bliss and freedom.
Ba't ka-
Because you are
gamay-
happy with pleasure or pain. You are happy with acceptance or rejection. Because it is just the way of things. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
Binyag makatyping pa siya. Oh. Binyag
Yeah,
makatyping pa siya.
Wala na
Jojo,
akong
gara-gara, Jojo.
May daily fashion sulit
Wala ko yung
styles
baka,
at
di ko
Shopee.
makakuha na rin. Sakto rin yung gara-gara eh.
Download Shopee now.
Agree ka sa akin.
Merienda na sana.
Alam mo,
Napunta sa higher transfer fees ng iba. Transfer funds with Union Bank Online. Low to zero fees. Less fees, less regrets.
Libre funds ako sa Midba.
Last time I talked to you, you went by Raj.
nakuhunog mo ko.
And just a little bit curious about what prompted
Babalik ka naman mo kami doon yan. Lagay mo
Well,
bot yan.
I had there's just like a tremendous amount of people that, I mean, I
Enforce
don't know
naman
exactly
tayo.
how many people.
Ako na yan, ako eh.
There were a lot of
Patayan,
people that
babay yan
felt
eh. Hindi na
like
ko matabang ni mo.
that it was like they were very problematic and offensive.
Okay.
And I know that there was other people that like didn't. And I mean, I
Ayun na lang, idagan diri. Idagan dyo diri.
It's just the internet, but I didn't want to leave any real like reason for those people within my community.
Paminaw ko rin ni
They were
Justin kay
excluded
umaasa.
because of that offense. And to be completely honest, like it didn't make sense anyway. Like
Yeah.
I was me, I was who I am. It didn't really make any sense, so I wanted to move on.
Yeah, I just want to reiterate that.
Parang,
Like I
kaya
said,
sila.
I wasn't
Wala ko
offended.
Wala na ulti, wala na
As
ulti
in
ka na.
Gujarati and
Wa- 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 wa-
your name
wa-
is-
wa- wa-
or your foreign name, sorry.
And I grew up around in a predominantly Indian, like a lot of Indian friends, but I felt like that
Oh, you're
didn't
crazy.
justify
Crazy.
my use of the name and
Crazy
such.
friend.
So like,
Vamos.
I wanted to
Alright, still
apologize
trehunong.
to those who that were personally affected or
I'm
impacted.
sorry.
Just sort of move on.
Final.
Oh, and by the way, sorry about the
Kikinig,
bandit
bunalan.
on my forehead.
Yan ko galing yan, bunalan.
It's not a zit,
Ako chow.
but
Nagpupunyat ka.
it's a I got a
Lubuhi.
biopsy from a
Aptang wishes,
wart
binutuntrag boy.
that I had, so that's
Yeah,
why
it's
I have
cool.
the biopsy. The
Hey,
bandit on my forehead. Yeah.
No job.
Luyate.
Yeah.
And just about that for a second. So I would actually like to say I appreciate, like even though I wasn't personally offended, I
Remember the
appreciate
Lord.
the change. And the reason is because first of all, like I know I did and said a lot of things. I don't know when you came up with them, but like when I was 19, I did a lot of stupid and offensive stuff, and I think it's like important to change and grow. And I can totally get where you're coming from in terms of sort of saying like even though it doesn't bother some people and like it's not offensive, just change. And the other thing is that I think that a lot of times people look to figures like streamers, and even though the streamer may not be doing something that's like completely out of line, it gives their audience license to do things that are not out of line.
Huwag ka lang ako, aray.
I mean,
Wala, may balik naman
yeah,
ng person.
it's sort of one of those
Ba't
things. I
hindi
mean,
naman
you know, as you say, I mean, I've gone through tremendous progression
Fuck,
in my own
Gagi!
life, my personal
Di-
life,
double
my
ko!
professional life. You know,
Huwag kayo makaripay mo
eh.
came out this past
Buhay na ka,
year.
diba?
Is gay,
Remember the
mostly gay,
Lord.
as I say, because sexuality is complex. And
Justin, no?
you know, I realized that there's just a journey, and
Oh,
when I first started
saving.
experimenting with my
Uy,
sexuality, at that moment I was like, nobody's ever gonna
The
know. This is
final
a phase.
curtain.
You know, that sort of thing. So you know, I've just been on this sort of journey over the last time.
Excuse me, kakanta-kanta
And
ko
I'm
diri
happy,
pa.
you know, but it sucks, you know, you make mistakes and it
Almost.
sucks, but
Yeah.
I hate that.
The
I'll be
final
honest, you know, I
curtain.
hate that. I don't want to say I hate myself, but like I'm just like,
Problema ito, patay mo ko yan.
Yeah.
Buot, bukara.
you know.
No, I'm with you, man. I mean, I think that's actually what I really respect about what you're doing is because like we all make mistakes and like somewhere along the way,
Sayang.
we all need to not make mistakes.
Uy, bahala na.
Yeah.
And not to say that
Trending
it
is
is
like-
like it doesn't justify the behavior, but I think the most important thing to remember is
Gusto
that
niya, bahala na.
like humans
Ano eh,
human beings
gusto-
aren't born perfect. And ultimately, what I look for and what garners my respect is like someone's ability to look into their past and say, hey, like I did this then and I didn't know any better, and now I do, so I'm gonna change. And I think oftentimes, you know, people just like judge people for being idiots, which is sort of fair because you were an idiot, and like so I get that. But at the end of the
Ayaw,
day,
ganang 6 number na.
you know, I think that we should also respect people who are willing to like
Di
change
ba
the way
yung
that they
gibuhat
think and take a step forward. Because
Hello.
and I've been thinking about this a lot. Like I don't know
Paano?
what kind of
Redo ba?
we have on the internet.
Imong baton dyan, patuon yun.
Sige.
And I think a lot of
Sige,
it
pwede
is
nung
because,
gipakuha.
like, we don't
mas
have,
pa-
people don't
Yan, may
know like
gipakuha.
what
Ano, man.
good looks like.
The final curtain.
I've just been
Well, it
thinking
sure
a
is
lot
not
about
on a.
Ngawag yata graded buff.
Ayos pa yan.
Alright,
Sino na
so
po?
what are we talking about today?
Jeb.
We're
Sige,
talking
Jeb,
about
sige yan.
we're talking about
Awa,
anxiety.
kita mo, school free ka mo nung.
I almost called you Mr. K.
Yeah, at least
Call
ang
me
dyan eh.
Mr. K.
Because you're a
Pag-shoot
doctor.
dun.
No, I mean I'm not offended.
Okay. Yeah,
Also, I am
so,
a Mister.
Mr. Dr. K.
Ako'y bahala
People
nimo.
call me
Tapos
Dr.
bunta ka.
Show, which is not
Not
accurate. I'm not a doctor. I don't want. And Show isn't my last name. I don't know where that came
Stalin,
from.
Stalin.
But I changed
Hello?
my channel name to Austin Show, and people call me
Windows.
Mr. and Dr. Show. So,
As a doctor, I am not offended by you
You're
being
right,
called
Tim.
doctor. I think it's just a
so I can change. Can I change my name to Dr. Show? Is that what I can do?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is I would consult with an attorney to make sure that your audience understands that you're not a real doctor. But as a personal
Yeah, like,
doctor
yeah,
and
like,
in person,
like,
I have not been personally
like,
offended by
like,
either of
like,
those.
Okay.
You want to? I mean, they're all
Because
kinds of
of-
people calling them doctors. All
Because of-
kinds of
It
shit.
is near.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So,
It's ironic, Dr.
The
K. Yeah,
final
I'm
curtain.
anxious to talk about anxiety. It's actually
No.
kind of fitting, but
Yeah, most
I'm ready
people
to
are.
be open and,
Oy,
open
stop
and
with me, sex,
transparent with
bugo.
it. And I think that maybe I'm sure there's a lot of people that can relate with anxiety
Nice.
in chat, but as we go through the course of our conversation, they'll probably understand
Giving and
why
things.
Sure.
I'm so anxious to talk about anxiety.
Yeah. So you want to just start there? Like, why are you anxious to talk about anxiety?
Miss is nagkalit ng buo.
I think
Aray,
anxiety and sort of like
Walay mapa.
mental health in general is a very personal,
Mando,
intimate
si
thing.
Justin.
I guess not. I feel like it's something that definitely needs to be talked about because
No?
it's a problem that so many people deal with, and I think
Yata,
the
may
solution is
kaysa eh.
talking about it and
Dahil.
sort of
Magpapatambok yung
being
slim.
open about
Naglag
Wait,
na eh.
Since the concept of artificial intelligence was raised in
Wala siya
1950s,
SS eh.
there have been various branches of AI technologies.
Di kusog man sa... Eh?
Why there were so many different branches of AI? It's because it has been difficult for us to find a general structure to solve different problems. That's why there
Bakla naman yun to.
have been different branches.
makaparm si
In
Jan Jan na to
2017,
kung wala
the
sige yan.
transformer architecture was proposed.
Nagyawa sila.
Giyan gila tayo.
Ako.
Since
Yan
that,
tong mid. Gibiyaan
we found
ko.
that
Grabe.
AI has entered the large model era because this architecture enable AI to have
Ano eh,
over
tabangin na eh.
100 billion parameters, and it's possible to train more
Ay, budsok
data,
dua.
and it can be run
Wala,
on
wala,
a
parang mo dito.
larger computing power cluster. Therefore, AI entered the large model era. And with AI large models, we found that in some areas, some general problems are able to be solved. And you don't need to provide dedicated technologies for different domains.
Hawa na mo dira, hawa na mo dira. Hawa natin, ikuan dira.
AI
Locks.
entered the large model era.
Ay, friends,
Now
sorry.
in NLP
Oo, sa
and
mastery
visual
yun.
domains,
Sunod mo
we have seen large models based on transformer architecture, and they are able to address general problems. So there is a possibility of turning AI
Nice with that.
to a general purpose technology. Shortly after OpenAI released the ChatGPT, many large models were released.
Ate, tarong tabi.
Now there are around hundreds of large models. In China, in the first half of this year, over 80 large models were released.
Ay,
I
gago na
noticed
guys.
that
Oy,
some
man.
of those large models, they are used for conversations and text generation. Almost all large models are able to write poems, and some are able to draw paintings. Some people asked me,
Boys, go grow up and go
Huawei in
Let's go.
2021
Action.
announced Arabic and Chinese large models. But I didn't hear anything from Huawei about large models in the first half of this year. Well, I want to tell you that Huawei's large models are created for larger challenges. Pangu models aim to bring value to industries. We have always adhered to the direction of AI for industries. Pangu models are created for larger challenges instead of writing poems. It didn't have time to write poems because it aims to dive deep into industries and help industries to create more value.
Wala ka. Tama ba
Tawag to, reclaimed by the light. Yadi.
The fuck? What the frick?
Baron, may pangandoy.
Isa pa, baby, wag mo akong kontrolin. Kila
Kaya
kang
natin. Nasa ubos lang yun, nasa ubos.
At yara ko ding nasus be.
Indra,
Ay, hundong. Oh. Ay, go na bugo. Bugo! Mintapad! Yan. Mintapad, ano sa kuha?
Baron na tata.
Uy, nice
Ay,
man.
nasus mo. Yung manabang pag-nasus.
Lagi, galag ako. Galag mo dyan? Wala galag mo.
Taas yung FPS sa kuha, oh. Ay, bubuk yung FPS.
Paano kung mga 160? Dili, pagid mo ko, dili mo mark. Wala niya, abot 2,000.
Ako yung 2,000.
Skill 1. Wala ko na yung skill 1. Allah.
Papa.
Yes ka, si Paaka.
Ako na bahala sa mid.
Paaka na
Ako na bahala ng mid.
Tara.
Ako na siya, ako na bahala ng mid.
Tara.
Kami na bahala ng mid.
Kami rin bahala.
Gito ko na siya pinaka-Keanu Reeves.
Apas ka na ako dyan. Ay, apas ako dyan.
Yeah, bato ni Alibe.
Alibi.
Ito na mga Keanu Reeves.
Ang tanag mga raves of the
Ali.
Lagi biya na kayo. Lagi balik.
Lagi ko na yung baka to, Chi.
Hey guys, help me guys.
Mga isa di makita do. Patay nung ko.
My bad, ako atay.
Wag mo akong kontrolin.
Oh, Matrix.
Uy.
Ay, gibiyaan, di ko buwang.
My bad, sorry.
Ikaw, Chi, wali ambak do.
Lagi, naunang skill 3.
Isa pa, baby, wag mo akong kontrolin.
Pare, nakita ko.
Oh, delikado ang bugay ni Bong.
Post ang tapo.
Logo pa.
Mag-survey ko ba dire?
Diyan hilam na to dyan. Hilam na to
Ko
dyan.
na kamo na nasus.
Mag-chase lang sa ko dire do. Break mo.
Diyan,
Tama na? Ay, labaw ka kuha.
Labaw ka sa kuha. Ay nga, kadismaya. Aray, isa pa, baby, wag mo akong kontrolin.
Kadagan daw siya daw.
Pero atikra. Uy.
Dayuwag yung lagputan ni mo eh.
Kaduha man. Gabi na kalagot ang sa ko.
Dagan lagi. Aray. Power sa bobo ka to kasi.
Papakoy ulti.
Oh, horot ang samsa.
Pak bitang no.
Timing, grabe ko.
Jan, pati dyan. Ikaw ipag-asa
John Wick. Boom!
Ginagat. Sige na.
Yes.
Loose trick lang.
Tingnan dyan, babat ka nag-SSY.
Iya takot.
Kita mo taga-bye-bye na ni.
Ito wala diri. Giin oy buwang. Giin.
Asa, uy.
Pwede dyan.
Ayos.
Oh, bakay.
Ayos sa diha. Giin niya dirit so naratol siya na.
Lax bayo. Giin sila ko.
Sa dula bata.
Dula puti.
Gipasaka ramang ko.